Today we're going to be doing a houseplant tour of my mum-in-law's plant collection. She's very kindly agreed to let us have a look around at her plants, and I have ID'd and named the plants on screen whenever I can, but if you think I've made a mistake, do let me know in the comments, as I've just done the best that I can with identifying the plants. And yeah, she has some really amazing begonias in her collection too, so I think you're going to really enjoy this one. So first up we have a Tradescantia Barrina. This one has some really cool purple tones to it. I also have one of these and it's a great plant. Looks great hanging off a shelf. A really fast grower as well, this one. And then over here we have a Syngonium white butterfly, and I believe this is one that she has grown from some cuttings that I gave her a couple of years ago maybe now, and yeah, it's really thriving here. This is also a really fast grower, and yeah, this one got quite heavy recently and it fell off its shelf, so it's now been repotted and no worse for wear. It's looking really healthy and beautiful. And yeah, this is one of my favourite Syngoniums, so it's really nice to see some of my cuttings thriving here. And then over here we have a Stapelia, and I really like how this one's growing, the way it's kind of got bits popping out all over the place. It's kind of a little bit crazy. Seems to be really thriving here. This is a really easy care succulent. I just love how it's kind of reaching out there, so it's got arms. And then up here we have a little snake plant. I think this might have been one from propagations, but I can't remember. But snake plants are really adaptable, so you can pretty much put them anywhere in your home and they will be okay. This one seems to be enjoying its spot here. And then coming over to the window here, we have a few plants, and I think we'll start with this one. This is a purple passion plant, and this was also from some cuttings that I gave her, and I think she's had this for a couple of years now, and you can see it's growing really well. It's loving life here. Growing quite big now, starting to trail off the shelf. One of my favourite plants, this one for sure. I really love the purple tones in it. And then over here is another of my propagations that I gave her. It's a string of hearts, and the last time I saw this one it was just in the soil without any trailing, so it's nice to see that it's now taken off and started trailing. It's looking really pretty and healthy. And then here we have an Echeveria purple pearl, and I just love how this one's growing two plants out of the one. I really like that. And it has some beautiful purple tones as well. I'm no good at growing these, but this one looks really good. I really love how it's growing. And then I'm not quite sure what this is. I think it might be a peace lily though. I think it might be a little peace lily. That's my best guess. And then over here is another one of my cuttings that I gave her. It's a Tradescantia pallida purple heart. This is a pretty new one, so I think I only gave it to her maybe a couple of weeks ago or something like that. And it's doing really well here. Another little cutting there, a variegated lipstick plant. That one's quite new too. And then here we have a Peperomia Mendoza. This is really pretty. I love the tones on this one. It kind of has a silvery tone coming through. This is definitely a peperomia I will be adding to my wish list. I think it's a really pretty one. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of peperomias. Next to it, we've got a bird of paradise really thriving here. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's been growing really well. I think this one started off as a really small plant, and yeah, it's starting to grow up now. Another one of my cuttings, an Epipremnum neon here, seems to be doing well. I love this plant. This one will take over once it gets going, that's for sure. And then coming over here, we will start with this little Hoya Bella. I love the Hoya Bella. It's such a beautiful plant. Looking really pretty here in its little pot. A really elegant plant, this one. And we have a couple of jade plants too. These are just so easy to propagate. If you've never propagated a plant, try a jade plant. And then we have Begonia Spotlight Dark. This is a really beautiful begonia. I think it's gorgeous. Very striking. I absolutely love this one. I might have to beg for a cutting of this one next year, maybe in spring. I think this one has really nice pink flowers as well when I was looking it up. And then this is a Raven Zizi cutting that I actually gave her probably over a year ago, maybe two, and it's basically done not very much in that time. This is extremely slow to propagate, and yeah, I think it does have something happening there in the soil, but that's taken about 2 years to start happening. So, and then this one here, I think is some sort of begonia. I'm not exactly sure which one, but I think it might be a variety of Begonia maculata. It's really pretty though. Begonia maculata, the one I have, has red backs on the leaves. This one doesn't, but this one's really pretty. I love it. It kind of has peachy colour on the back of the leaves. Next, this is Begonia rex escargot. This is a cool begonia. I like the swirliness of this one. I'm definitely going to be getting into begonias next year. I've decided after doing this tour, I've kind of become inspired. And then we have a Fatsia japonica here. Doing really well here in the conservatory. It loves it in here because it gets a lot of light. I've never done that well with this plant, but my mum-in-law seems to be doing really well with it, which is good. And she was telling me that she's planning on putting this one outside next year. So this plant does really well as an outside plant as well. So that will be interesting. I do love the shape of the leaves on this plant and the kind of dark glossiness to it. And then here we have an Aspidistra alatea, a cast iron plant. This is a very easy and adaptable plant. This one's definitely on my wish list because it's a good kind of option that you can put anywhere you like. And yeah, it seems to be loving it here in the conservatory. And then over here we have quite a large Easter cactus. And when this one flowers, it really flowers. It's obviously not in flower at the moment, but I believe this is a fairly old plant and she's had it a while and it really does flower amazingly every year. I think I posted a picture at some point of it on my community tab. But yeah, it's quite a mature Easter cactus. And then over here we have, I think this is Peperomia Black Knight. I actually had a cutting of this one that is doing quite well, but this is what it looks like when it gets much more bushy. It kind of has quite a dark margin to it, which I love. A really pretty variety of peperomia, this one. Looking forward to mine growing as big as this one day. And then over here we have this really pretty begonia. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Look at those flowers. They really are gorgeous. This is Begonia Bossa Nova Night Fever. Quite the name, but yeah, it's got really showy flowers, and I'm happy that we managed to catch it whilst it's in flower, because the flowers are so pretty. I think they're on their way out, but yeah, I'm glad we managed to catch them before they went. And then this one, absolutely gorgeous next to it. This one's got such beautiful yellow flowers. This is Begonia Bossa Nova Yellow, and it really is a striking begonia. Such beautiful flowers. And again, we're lucky that we've caught it in flower, because I think with these plants, the flowers really are the kind of the main draw of them. Some begonias we get for the leaves, but these ones, they just put out the most beautiful flowers. A little spider plant there, propagation, I think. And then another beautiful begonia. This one's called Begonia Glowing Embers, and again, this one has just absolutely stunning flowers. Aren't they beautiful? The orange colours in this one really are pretty. And yeah, it's just nice. It's nice to still see some flowers right now, because we're in October here, and it's lovely to see some really pretty flowers. This one's really striking. Absolutely love this one. Another one I might have to ask for a cutting from. And then we've got a little Opuntia here. I think this might have been a cutting that I gave her. And then a couple of cactuses here. The smallest one on the left, she actually grew from seed, which is pretty cool. And then this is a really old cactus. This is called Rebutia muscula, and she's had this one for absolutely years, and it always puts out these beautiful orange flowers. We're lucky we got to catch some before they go, but usually it has a lot more than this, but luckily we've managed to catch it whilst it still has a few left, because the flowers really are very striking. But yeah, it really flowers beautifully every year, this one. Then over here we have a Rhipsalis boliviana, and this is another of my propagations that I gave her, and this was just a really small plant, and it's really grown a lot since I last saw it. It's got loads more tendrils, doing really well here. Absolutely love this plant. I think next year this will get quite big. One of my favourite plants, this one, and I do love propagating it and giving them away. And then here we have a pretty little aloe vera, and it's looking quite happy here in the conservatory. These are pretty easy care plants. This one's really nice. And then we've got another begonia here, and this is called, I think, Begonia Boweray Tiger Paw. Took me a while to find this one, I have to say. I had to do a bit of research, but that's my best guess. But it's a really pretty begonia, isn't it? And it's really thriving. It's so full and lush. Really lovely one, this one. And then this is some type of saghorn fern. I'm not sure of the exact variety, but I believe this was from a rescue that she got, and when she bought it, it was looking a bit sad, but it's just blossomed and turned into this lovely plant that you see now, which is really nice. And then over here we have this amazing Maranta. It's getting really big. It really is a stunning Maranta, this one. It's grown so much here, and it's got the most stunning dark leaves, this one. I love the markings on it. It's a beautiful plant. Really nice one. This one's really good at coping with low light too. And then we have a philodendron white wizard here. Seems to be pretty happy. Still a baby at the moment, but one day it will get big. This is one of my favourite philodendrons. And then here we have some sort of Dracaena in a really cute pot. Over here, I think this might be some sort of snake plant, possibly. And then we have a couple of plants here. The first one is a philodendron Birkin. Good to see this one doing well because I have had no luck with this plant. I like the subtle variegation in this one. And then there's a little dragon tree here, a little baby one, Dracaena marginata. And then here we have the most beautiful black pagoda lipstick plant, Aschenanthus. And it really is gorgeous, isn't it? It's a really huge plant and it seems to love it here. This is a south-facing window, I'm told, so I think that's why it loves it so much. And yeah, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it, hanging here from the ceiling. It really is thriving here. It is actually trying to flower at the moment, but the flowers don't seem to be turning the colour they're meant to turn, so we're not quite sure why, but the foliage itself is enough, in my opinion, and it's just such a beautiful plant, and I just love the structure of this one. The way it trails is so pretty, and you can see on the leaves there it has some kind of really fun markings. I also have one of these and I absolutely love it, but this one's much bigger than mine and it's absolutely gorgeous. Really beautiful full plant, quite a fast grower, and yeah. On the shelf here we have, I think this is probably a little Haworthia of some sort. Very easy going, these ones are. And then a little jade plant here. Just hanging out there. These are really easy growers. Some type of Echeveria here. Really lovely. And there's another jade plant and a little snake plant there as well. Really cute in its pot. Then we have a Pilea. Really pretty plant, this one. I love the texture of the leaves. It's yeah, it's really cute, this one. Then we have a Syngonium red arrow. Really beautiful trailing plant here. It's so full and lush, isn't it? I absolutely love this plant. It really does look beautiful trailing from a shelf. And it's got those beautiful dark glossy leaves. And then a little snake plant next to it. Not a snake plant, sorry, a spider plant. And it has lots of babies. Spider plants do that, don't they? Then we have a lovely little peace lily here. Really pretty peace lily. And then this one here, I have no idea what it is. Please feel free to let me know in the comments if you know, but it is cute. I forgot to ask what it was. Then we have a lovely snake plant here, looking lovely, full and lush. Did I just say snake plant again? Why do I keep doing that? I meant spider plant. A lovely spider plant. And yeah, really thriving there. Looking nice and lush. And then over here we have a Cebu Blue, Epipremnum pinnatum Cebu Blue, climbing up a pole. Looking really lovely. This is definitely one of my favourite plants. And I love how the leaves are on this one. Fenestrations on it are really pretty. It's got some quite chunky kind of fat leaves. Really pretty plant. It looks beautiful climbing, doesn't it? Very jungly. Definitely recommend this plant. And then over here we have, this was from some cuttings that I gave her some years ago, an Epipremnum aureum. And as you can see, it's really thriving. It's got some really long vines on it. This is one of those plants that really does grow extremely fast. And yeah, this one is loving life here. And then here we have a Stromanthe sanguinea stripe star. You'll have to excuse me if I didn't pronounce that very well, but it's a really pretty plant. It's got lovely long leaves with that little stripe down the middle there. Then I think this one is a peace lily up here. Pretty sure that's what it is. Lovely little peace lily there. Then we have a chlorophytum orchidastrum. I absolutely love this plant. It's so pretty with its orange tones. Mine didn't do very well, unfortunately, but it's nice to see this one here thriving and looking beautiful. Then we have another Stromanthe. This is the Trio Star variety, and this one has kind of more variegation on it with some really pretty kind of pink tones on it as well. This is a lovely plant. And then over here, I'm not sure what this is. It might be some sort of bromeliad. Not entirely sure, to be honest. And then we have this really cute little arrangement here, an Epipremnum aureum marble queen here. A really pretty and easy care plant, that one. And then next to it, we've got Pilea peperomioides, the Chinese money plant. I love this plant, really enjoy growing mine. And then over here on the shelf, we have a beautiful Ficus benjamina. I love how this one is trailing off the shelf. It looks really pretty like that. Really lovely way of growing it. And then a Tradescantia nanook here. Another Tradescantia that I really love. It has some really pretty pink tones to it. And then over here we have a dragon tree. Really love dragon trees. I used to have one of these, but it didn't survive a spider mite problem, unfortunately. But they are really beautiful plants, aren't they? Very underrated, I think, dragon trees. I think they're beautiful. Very easy to care for too. This one is really loving the spot that it's in here. Looking very healthy and lush. And then coming over here, this is from some cuttings that I gave her, and this is a Ficus elastica Melanie. I have a big tree of this, and yeah, I think these cuttings took a little while to get going, but now they've got going, they've really started growing a lot, and yeah, they're starting to look really beautiful and lush there. Really pretty plant. A little bit slow to propagate at first, but yeah, once it gets going. And then we have another bird of paradise here. And down here we have a yucca. Lovely yucca. Growing really nicely. There are 3 plants in the pot. I think that's quite a nice number to have in the pot. Keeps the plant nice and full. Looking really nice there. And then I think this is another little Begonia escargot behind here. It's a really pretty variety, isn't it, of the Rex Begonia. And then I think this is a variety of Begonia Rex Belief. I'm not entirely sure the exact variety because when I looked it up there are so many of these, but isn't it striking? It's a really beautiful and full plant. It's absolutely huge, and yeah, I don't think my camera does it justice because honestly it has so many beautiful pretty colours in it, and the way the leaves swirl around as well is really beautiful. Really is a very, very striking begonia, this one. Absolutely love it. Don't really see this one around much when plant shopping, so it's quite a treat for the eyes, isn't it? Its beautiful colours. And then we have another Easter cactus here. Love how this one's growing and trailing from the shelf. I always think that the Easter cactus or any holiday cactus, it has such a beautiful form to it. The way it grows and the way it trails is really pretty. I really do love this plant. It's one of those really easy growers too. And then over here is a little Syngonium of some sort, possibly Syngonium pixie or white butterfly. At the moment it's looking small, but it will get big quickly. And then up here on the shelf we have a little aloe vera there in the middle. A little baby one, very cute. And just over here is a spider plant. Managed to actually call it a spider plant this time instead of a snake plant. Yep, this one also has some really cute little babies. They do just love popping out babies, these plants, don't they? Really beautiful shelf here with plants on, and we have to next go to this really pretty Ficus benjamina as well, really nice. I absolutely love this plant. It's a very elegant plant, I always think. And I love how it looks trailing. Most people grow it up, don't they? But it looks so pretty trailing. I love that way of growing it. Really hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.